In this video we will talk about the late solo escort NPC, or however you fancy to call this. This strategy is a strategy that only works for Crucible of Eternity Path 2 and Path 3, not for Path 1. And it's pretty much an advanced version of the the solo escort NPC, which in my opinion is already a pretty advanced strategy. So first of all, right here in the POV, we are currently at P1 because I want to show you something using P1, which is relevant, or which is the reason kind of behind why this late NPC escort is even a benefit to if you're getting really tryhard. That is definitely not something you have to do. Especially because it also has its risks, but we will talk about that later. So first off, this is P1, and P1 means we need to do the solo escort NPC right at the start of the dungeon. And that means I highly recommend, by the way, to first check out the other video I made about the solo escort NPC. Because in this video I talked about how you are not allowed to get close to Agent Spire while she is doing this run through the corridor. And that is obviously true for us, like escorting her pretty much, or running ahead and pulling stuff away from her. But that's also true for our party. With what does that mean? Our party right here has pretty much, the party has to wait until they can start with the skip over here on the left side of the screen. Because if my thief would go here now using a portal jump and would go up here, he would be too close to Agent Spire, even if she is still here. So, and then she would stop, obviously, making her not run anymore and making this escort pretty much fail. So everybody kind of needs to wait for the NPC to get out of the way. It's like she gets to maybe over here somewhere, and then they can start doing stuff right here at the start to initiate the thief skip, the 2 golem skip I covered in a different video again. So, and now we will just jump ahead and quickly and go to P2. This is where this advanced strategy comes in. So the reason, or how does this how do you pull this advanced strategy off? First of all, the first thing you need to do is you are not allowed to talk to the NPC after joining the dungeon. Usually, we would join COE and then we would do the NPC escort while the people here, wait for us to be out of the way and then do their skip. But in this advanced strategy, we won't talk to the NPC because obviously we're not going to do the escort at the start. Hence the name late escort. Late NPC escort. And this therefore means that we don't have to wait for the NPC to to get to this point until we can do our skip shenanigans here. So we can instantly initiate the skip. This is like the whole point of this doing this late escort, is so you can instantly start with the skip right here. And if you start with the skip earlier, usually you should be also quicker. The skip should be done quicker, and then you just lose less time overall, because later we can do the escort without just during our Team Does the Cannon event. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So instantly we can go for triple jumps here. We can initiate the portal jump, and our thief can instantly just go for the skip now. Doesn't have to wait because, well, there's no NPC he has to wait for, right? Since she is still just standing over here. So what we want to do now is simply kill the golem. And I will probably double speed this until the point where it becomes relevant again. So after killing the golem, one note on killing the golem right here: you are not allowed to use your elite skill because you will need that now. But after killing the golem, the person who will solo escort the NPC will now take the first waypoint. Because what we are doing right here now is people can instantly enter this this room, and the NPC will then port to those people. And then when the NPC, you know, builds the cannon for the cannon room, obviously, then she stands right next to the cannon. And in like a different strat where you pick the path late, you can then, you know, talk to her and do the path picking. But in this case, since we never talked to the NPC in this instance yet, we never touched her yet, we never talked to her yet, when those people then will talk to her when she's next to the cannon, this will just trigger her doing this this escort run pretty much. She will get ported back down here from the cannon room, and then we'll do this escort run. So again, we didn't want to use, like, we need our elite to be off cooldown. We are not allowed to use our elite on the golem, because we need to obviously stealth her right here. What makes this event, or makes this kind of version of the skip also a lot harder than doing the classic solo escort NPC, which I covered in the other video again. So what makes this harder is she will, when she ports down here to us, and then she will instantly start running. You know, usually you talk to her here, then there's like a, you know, a second, and then she starts walking. So you have like more time to pretty much boon her up and stealth her and everything. So, but this way she pretty much instantly gets ported down and will keep running, as you will see in a second. And there's one thing your party is supposed to do. So obviously they're supposed to talk to the NPC, and after they talk to her, the NPC gets unlocked. Before you couldn't give her any boons or anything, but after you talk to her, before she ports down, there is it's like a short period of time, and it is highly recommended that your party in that time frame gives swiftness to the NPC, because you yourself, you can't give her permanently swiftness, and yeah, the NPC having swiftness just makes this escort a lot easier. So right here we just wait until our party talk to the NPC. So this is where our party talks to the NPC, and you know, this is now the NPC will get ported down. Instantly starts running, as you can see, and now we have to be like really quick right here to get away from her, or you know, obviously she won't. She will stop running, and from this point it's pretty much the exact same thing like in the other video, like, you know, like the normal solo NPC escort. It's pretty much a matter of getting her to the end here safely. So the reason why this is kind of a risky strategy is, in case something goes wrong here and she dies, or in general she just takes too long to get here, is you need to have this completed. Like she will go now to the console, and then there will be a cutscene eventually before path picking, and you need this to be completed before the cannon event is completed. If the cannon event is completed and she didn't make it to the console yet and the cutscene has not triggered, you pretty much bugged the dungeon, the instance, and that's what makes this strategy a little bit risky, you know. This is why you shouldn't really go for this strategy before you have not, I'd say, mastered the other advanced, like, you know, the basic advanced solo NPC escort, so to say. Yeah, because the time gain of this is pretty insignificant. It's like it's a nice, obviously a nice time gain. It's a nice strategy, but the thing is, if you can't pull it off consistently, it's not really worth doing. That's what I want to try to say. But yeah, that's the advanced late NPC escort for P2, P3. I hope you learned something. Yeah.